Welcome to my channel. My name is Valerio and today we're gonna review the Gelgoog, an HG from Bandai, so a high-grade kit. This comes directly from the TV show G-Quacks or TV show anime, depends how you prefer to call them. I bought this one onto a local store for $28, $30, something like that. 30 Canadian, that in USD would be like, I don't know, 22, something similar. Anyway, first of all, if this kit looks like something else, well, I highly recommend you that you watch the show. I don't want to spoil anything. Anyway, I was pretty excited about it. The first few seconds on the show, I didn't like it, but after looking a bit more, completely fall in love with the design, especially after I've been building it. Very, very, very cool, very, very well detailed. But how is the kit? How it is? Well, we're gonna see everything that there is inside the box. Starting now as usual, when I show all of the runner. Guys, at this point of the review, I normally don't comment about this is white, this is black, this is purple. I just comment on the build, and the build is pretty fast, like less than 1 hour. I want to say 45 minutes, 30 minutes if you're particularly fast. There aren't too many runners. This is an HG, so not massive amount of plastic, honestly, and that is good for this kind of kit. And that's all, guys. So let's look at the accessories. Oh, sorry, there is also this line. Let me comment about it anyway. Very easy kit, doable by everybody, so I wouldn't be worried about. Oh, there is also a sticker. Almost forgot about it. Anyway, pretty fast to do. The manual is okay. I wonder why they color only the first 2 pages and then they go black and white. Like, did they finish the paint, the color, the wheel to color everything? I really don't understand this bit. I understand I try to save money. Okay, but still, how much, what can be the cost of extra to color pages? Anyway, let's look at accessories. So for being an HG, there is a couple of things. So we have beam saber, you should have some. Then we have a hand that has the grappling hook that fundamentally shuts up by one of the finger, let's call it like that. It is kind of a movable cable with, I think, a harder sole. Then we have open hand. Only one would be nice if there was one for each hand, but that's okay. And now we have the coolest stuff ever, which is where you can actually carry both the guns and the beam saber, and you attach this thing on the back of the Gelgoog. Very, very cool. Now, I have the feeling that these are a tiny bit shorter beam saber than usual, but I mean, longer, shorter beam saber is always a beam saber. After everything, let's look finally at our Gelgoog. Okay, first of all, as the mass product of Xeon base onto the Gundam design, I think it's pretty cool. I think it is pretty cool. Front looks pretty simple, but once you look it from the back, it has a pretty insane level of detail. I'm not sure if it shows from the video, but this definitely has to be painted. And what I can say is the usual height for an HG within the gym line, so it's very, very close in height with the standard Gundam, however a tiny bit shorter. I didn't measure it. I think it's 5 inches, give it or take it, so 12 centimeters and a half. I might be wrong by a bit, but not by much. And well, color separation is perfect as far as I can tell. You don't have to paint anything. It is deceptively a very simple kit until you look at the back, where you're gonna spend most of the time building the legs. And it is very, very detailed. I like the tanks enshrined inside the leg. I think it's pretty genius. The kit is pretty stable and overall high quality plastic. So as for now, I'm pretty happy. Now we're gonna go look down, look up, left and right for articulation. It is on a ball pack. Now you can raise arm over shoulder level because there is a hole on the top. So maybe I will look at the original design and see if that is supposed to be there. In case you want to patch it, close. I mean, the elbow can almost fold himself. This is a design we saw a couple of times. Now, if you look There is ab crunch. There are two levels of ab crunch. The first on the last level of the ribs, and then a bit below, but it's not super easy to activate. And then you can move the waist, you can lower also the belt, and you can have the extra movement. The only part where it's quite limited, it is, it cannot do the split, but by doing the split, I mean, it cannot reach a pretty extreme angle into that side. However, then it can close completely. And yeah, there is no thigh rotation because, well, that is a solid piece. And while the feet can move up and down, you can also move the tip top to give it a tiny bit more. Yeah, sorry. As you might have heard from me before, I don't press my kit too hard because then I will disassemble them to paint them. Overall possibility is good. Not incredible, but pretty good. Now we're gonna do a 2 seconds of comparison with the previous kit from the Gelgoog line. And with a couple of kits that I have hanging around. Gelgoog, very small as usual. Then let me put Red Gundam. Red Gundam is a bit taller, not by much, like half centimeter, but I mean, then we have Zaku Police. Zaku Police is shorter, but it's way bulkier. There is way more built into that. Now we have Jim from the origin. Yeah, well, I mean, you can see the resemblance, and a random Gundam from a tutorial that I did quite some time ago. Oh, sorry, not Gundam, Mazinger from some time ago. Now, for conclusion, let's go quickly on pro and cons. So on the con side, the only thing I can think about it is the articulation on the leg. It cannot do the split, and it's pretty limited overall. That then this is a kit that screamed to be put into an air pose, and the fact that there is not a display stand. Yes, I understand they want to keep the price low. However, why not to add one? Maybe one of the very simple one. So it's all negative wise. I think that's it. Like, there are no seam lines that you will want to point out. Maybe they're all on the top of the shoulder, but if that is the design, that is how it's supposed to be. So I definitely have to take a look on that. And everything compared, the fit look way more simple than the other design. Like, I mean, you can see who did design this kit. For the Pro, it is pretty articulate. It can move very well. If you see it from behind right now, it is amazing. There are enough accessories, if you like accessories, or if you want to have the possibility of posing into a certain weight. And I think, I'll be honest, I think I'm really blown away by the design. It's actually very cool. And in the back like this, quite lovely. This is more detail that we saw in a long time with anything related. Kind of remind me a tiny bit of the spine of the Barbatos, not as a design style, but as the first time that you saw that kind of extra detail. And overall, for me, this is a very strong recommend, especially price is low, quite a few options, and a very special design. And from Valerio, that is everything. See you next week. Bye.